Hello, I am Bentham, and welcome to Kingdom New Lands. That's quite a cool intro. Hello everyone! Today we are playing Kingdom. It's got two different versions. This is New Lands, the later edition that has lots of extra content to it. And the reason that I'm here today is because there's a chrono sale on, as you are probably aware from the title and description and so on. But also, I've been meaning to play this game for a while anyway, which is basically what I'm doing with the chrono stuff right now. Right now we're doing a tutorial, basically. And this is quite an interesting game. I meant to cover it when it first came out, and then I just never got round to it. And then the sequel expansion came out, and I didn't cover that either. And then I just went like, well, I guess I've missed the boat now. Whoops. Oh. But this game is interesting, because there are only 3 buttons. You go left and right, and you spend money by pressing down. That's it. That's the game. And it's actually really quite fun. Just gonna follow what this ghost tells me to do. You always gotta, when a ghost starts pointing at a thing and giving commands, you just gotta follow its instructions. It's safer to do so. You'll get murdered or something otherwise. So we'll just do that. Let's chase this deer. It's the middle of our camp. There we go. Now I think I've done everything it wants me to do, but I gotta wait for this guy over here to turn up. So in the meantime, I'll run you through things. I'll talk about the chrono stuff later. For now, let's show you the game. That's what you're here for. So, Kingdom is a game that it's entirely 2D. It's a side-scrolly sort of design. And it's about building a settlement and surviving against what comes in the night. Build, expand, defend. All the basic instructions that we must follow. And, I mean, it's pretty simple, really. You spend money. You can earn money from your various peasants, and then you spend money to build up infrastructure, get more peasants, and train people. Essentially, assign people jobs, and basically try and earn more money. And then you've got to defend against the things that come in the night. And then in the New Lands version of the game, which is essentially the better version, you must then escape. And so we'll see if we can do that in the time we have today. I'm just going to do the one episode of this, I think. If I ever do a series, I'll probably start afresh, so this is our one chance. We've got to work fast. I'm going to order the chopping of some trees, I think. Let's do that. With what few coins we have, we don't have much. I'm going to go wandering over this way. Though night is falling soon, so we do have to be careful. Because then the things will come. I do not know what name the things have. Only that they wish me dead. They wish to take the crown. There's our boat. Bit worse for wear. I'll have to do something about that. I'm looking for some chests, because they usually turn up. There we go, there's one. Can has. Thank you. There we go. There's a couple of these hidden in the wilderness around our small kingdom. And so it's not a bad idea to harvest them. Here, have a coin. Both of you. Go join my kingdom, and you will have plenty more. And here, it looks like we have the portal. Now let's run away, because we should not be here. Especially not at night. It's a pretty dumb thing, honestly, coming out here. But I wanted to make sure to get any chests that might be here. We only got the one. Those 2 peasants are probably going to die, I'm going to be honest. Oh, hold on. I can't do anything with that. Yeah, I've done a little bit of test running of this game. I meant to test it for like half an hour, and then I ended up playing for like 3, so that gives you an idea of what to expect here. So, you're supposed to do a thing with that crossroads, but I've already unlocked that, so we're done with that. Yeah, I'm a king on the run, it seems, or something like that. I'm trying to escape the things that are coming for us. I'm not quite sure. But we've made it to day 2. The bells toll, signaling that once again it is safe. I don't know whether those 2 peasants died or not out there. There we go. Our archer's been hunting. You'll have a couple of archers in your kingdom, and if they find any rabbits or deer around the gates, they will hunt them. and earn a bit of money. Also, this random trader merchant guy comes along every now and then and gives me some money. If I give him a coin, he goes off and makes some more. There we go. I've upgraded to a couple of tents and stuff. The more you upgrade your central part of your kingdom, the more money you'll make. Oh, this guy's been busy. And the more things you'll unlock. So, right now we have... Oh! We had a wall here. It's gone. I suspect that maybe the monsters attacked from the east this time. So, whoops. That was a very inefficient way to grab those coins, guys. You need to work on your coordination there. There we go. Yeah, this guy's earning us tons. I like this guy. He's doing good work. Right, I think what I'm going to do then, seeing as there seem to be enemies coming from this direction, is I'm going to build a wall and also a little tower here. So the little things that you see on the terrain in front of you have particular purposes. Some grass just disappeared there. That was a rabbit warren. So we were earning some money from having that being there. Now I built something in the way that's disappeared. But the little mounds of earth can be turned into walls, and the big rocks can be turned into watchtowers. And our builders will do that. So to get a builder, you just have to hire a peasant that you find in the random camps around the place, and then build, have someone make a hammer. And then you will have a builder. There we go, let's upgrade this a little bit more. We have the money to spare. One of our archers has manned the tower, so that's all good. This guy's without a job. Let's get another archer on the job then. Then we've got another guy without a job. Let's get another builder. Just start expanding our building capabilities and so on. This little water thing here can be turned into a farm, but if we want to make use of that, we've got to make sure we've got some defenses for it. So I'm going to expand out the lands we cover by chopping away all these trees. I can see there's some rocks, so we can have some watchtowers. And these two guys survived. There we go. They made it all the way back. And out here, we've got a mound for a wall, but we're not allowed to build it because there's trees in the way. You've got to clear out the trees to expand your territory, and then you can build anything inside the region you have. Oh, tried to see if I could scare that deer off in the right direction, but off it goes. So our purpose in this particular island is to build a boat, basically rebuild that wreckage you saw before, and sail it away to a new land. Hence the extra part of the title. In the original game, you just had to survive as long as possible. Oh, there they are. Hi, the things have arrived. They're gonna kill my worker, aren't they? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've gotta go. Gotta go. Oh, there's a lot of people outside the walls. If one of them touches me, they will knock the crown from my head. And then if they take the crown, that's it. That's game over. I am no longer the king. Apparently the crown has some sort of inherent power to it. And so I need to keep it, or I will lose everything. Peasants are hiding right now. They can also be fended off. If you give them gold, they will run off and take that home. There we go. When they attack peasants, they knock the gold out of them and steal the gold. Though that guy seemed to not care about some of the gold and just carried on going after me. Oh, yeah, when they lose their money, they just wander off back to their camp. They no longer have a coin from the king, and I suppose that means they no longer serve me and have whatever power that might give them. Okay, so we've expanded out the trees. Now we can build a new wall. So I'm going to... Oh, it's not letting me claim it yet. We've got to maybe expand our building further. Let's make use of this farm here. Or build a farm here. The thing about the mounds, though, is that if you build stuff on them, it blocks other stuff being built. So if I build a wall here, we can't build a farm here. And the farms will spread out from where I build the little farming building. So we want to try and avoid building more walls than we need to. So I'm just going to build this farm, going to build a wall right out there and leave it at that. Now, will it let me do this yet? Let me build watchtowers here. What about this? Yep, it's letting me do it. Okay. Get that in place. Also, let's build a watchtower a little bit further out. Oh, didn't let me do it. It's not allowing it right now. So what are some of these trees chopped? Okay, you can click to drop a coin, and then hold to give coins to things that request them. Right, once that's built, it'll allow me... How about now? Still not doing it. Okay, let's expand the wall a bit more. Get it sturdier. And just Interesting. The builder seems to prioritize expanding the walls over cutting down trees, so he's decided to leave that for now. Got an archer moving out to hunt in the new further out grounds. Well, there is a rabbit right there. Someone should deal with that. Oh, we've got a guy here without a job. Oh, and our merchant is here. Excellent! Plenty more money. Off you go, mate. Thanks for the help. And we can upgrade this again. Go, got some proper walls now. And let's get some more archers. And now we've got the ability to make scythes for farmers. So let's go get some more peasants. There you go. There you go. Oh, I picked that up again. Whoops. Bring these two guys back, and let's get 2 farmers going. Now these cost 4, and rightly so, because once you have these guys working, they're going to produce a ton of money for you. Oh, is that broken, or are we just waiting for a... We're waiting for a builder to turn up. We perhaps don't have enough. Maybe I should have spent a couple more coins there. Yeah, I don't have enough. Okay. Let's see if any of our archers have got some money for us. Oh, one of our builders does. Excellent. There we go, and that guy now has a job. And here come our farmers. We'll go out to the farm, and they'll go get on with growing us some crops, making us some money. Everything turns into money at the end of the day. Right, night is falling, and so our archers are retreating behind the walls. It seems the enemy picks a direction to come from each day. I think usually we're going to be expecting them from the west, because that's where the big portal is. To the east, there shouldn't be a portal, or if there is, it's a smaller one. So let's go out this way. This is the less defended area as well, so I should keep an eye on it more. Let's see what we have. Put it quite a way out. We've got 2 archers and a sturdy wall. Let's see if they get attacked tonight. Oh! Well, they've been doing plenty of hunting, so that's lovely. You can upgrade these walls more, but it depends on certain other factors. The thing is that in the original game, it was all fairly simple. I think the map was somewhat randomly generated, but had the same basic components in it, and then you would always just try and survive and progress. But in New Lands, there are all sorts of extra things that you can unlock as time goes on, so you'll travel from land to land, unlocking more and more aspects of the game, which will help you to survive in the harsher islands further along the line. So there's a progression to it now that there wasn't before, so there's a bit more replayability to it, because originally it was just a case of surviving as long as you could, and once that was done, you were done. There we go, our farmers are off out to work. Excellent. And the merchants got back. Plenty more money for me, off you go. And we can upgrade this again. The merchant's a very good way to just get a ton of money at once to spend on another big upgrade. This is a good one, because I think once this is done, we get a new building over here. Yep, there we go. This is neat. Let's put some money into this. This is a little workshop for building siege weaponry, essentially. Though, I guess the reverse of normal siege weaponry, you're defending yourself from a siege. Basically, some catapults will be built, and they'll be manned by your builders, so we've got to make sure we have plenty of builders around for that purpose. Have you got any money for me? Not this time. Sometimes they do. Are our farmers doing work? There we go. One of them's made it here. Oh, well, I think we need to upgrade this, actually. It looks like this guy's managed to get a field, but might need to upgrade that building. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that guy's got something to do. There we go. The siege engine's been built, but it needs to be manned by builders, so we're going to need some extra ones. And this guy's turned up. I don't know what he does. That's the thing about this game, is that it doesn't tell you anything. Like, the start of this video, that's where the game starts. Like, you don't get an options menu, you don't get a title screen. The opening is the title screen. Well, that was an archer, not a peasant. Okay. Any money for me? Oh, does not like it. Let's wander out this way. Oh, merchant's already on his way back. There should be more. Yeah, there we go. Another chest right here. Should have gone this way first. Excellent. Interesting thing to note, by the way, that coin purse has a limited capacity. You can't carry too much money at once, or you'll start dropping it all. Which is a nice problem to have, really. But Yeah, you can't try, like, saving up a ton of money and using any strategies like that. Not that there's many cases where you'll just want to save up a ton of money and not do anything with it. There we go. Some more money. And here is one of the things I unlocked. That is the archery statue. I unlocked that by completing a level earlier. And you can put money into that to make your archers more powerful, I believe. I'm not sure of the details. It's something I learned from watching Avak's Let's Plays quite a while back. I think if you want a lot more of this game, then Avak has tons and tons of videos of him playing this. Both of the versions of Kingdom. Yeah, I could put money into this, but it decays over time, so my archers will become weaker again eventually, and I wouldn't get the money back. So I'm going to leave it for now, because I think our defenses are strong enough that we don't need to worry. Just occasionally I'm slowing down. That's because when the horse starts to snort, or whatever you'd call it, pant maybe, if you can call that panting, that's when it's about to run out of stamina. So there is a stamina feature to the horse, so occasionally I just slow down and let it rest. And then overall, I'll move further. Oh, see, there we go. It slowed down without me doing it then, because I left it too long. Pushed the horse too hard, and it just stopped. Now, if I chop down this tree, this camp here will disappear. There's certain things that will only appear when they're in a forest. And those camps are one of those things. Farmers are hanging around in the village again. That's what it is. The farmers hang around in the village at first, but once we build them a farmhouse, they will stay at the farms, and they'll be able to spend more time farming. Well, let's get plenty more builders going, because we want our siege weapons working. Well, let's come out to the border and see what's going on here. There we go. We've got our crops growing. Let's put some money into this. And here we have our farmhouse being constructed. Builders are running over to work on it, which means they're not manning the catapult, which is a little bit dangerous, but then this time of day it's fine. Any money for me? Nah, it seems that because I've expanded out to an area where there aren't really any rabbit warrens, they've got nothing to hunt. There's nothing out here. There's the occasional deer, but they generally stay quite far away. I can try and herd them towards the archers, but it's really difficult because they just run back past you again. Go on. They're not having it. They're just going off that way. Now here's the ship. I could put some money into that and start building it, but we're going to wait till we have plenty coming in and then spend it all at once, because right now we can spend money to make money, and that's the better strategy. No takings today. Builders got anything for me? Nope. Night falls soon. Should be ready for it. Farmers have nothing for us quite yet, but soon enough they'll harvest the crops and they'll make tons of money. Also, having explored out to the east, it looks like maybe there aren't any enemies there after all, because I would have seen them. I'll get a couple more archers just to be sure. So I think it's only the west we have to worry about. The east is just the direction that we're escaping in. So we can focus our attention over in that direction. Any money for me? Nope, this guy doesn't have any. What about you? You're a little bit further out. You spotted anything? No. Well, merchant's on his way, so we'll get some money that way. But I'm going to wander back over this way and keep an eye on the defensive line. Because here comes the scary music. Let's have a look. Push the horse too hard. To crawl the remaining distance. That was a scary noise. I don't think that was my horse. We got one builder on duty. I'd rather have a couple more. Oh, there's one. We've only got one archer. Do we have another archer out here? Yes, you should probably get back home, mate. It's getting late. Yeah, he's noticed. Time to go. Doesn't move very fast. I will lead the way for him. Get behind the wall. I have a feeling they're coming. I've seen one or two of them so far, but their attacks will get worse as time progresses. Which means we're on a timer for escaping, really. It's hard to see it behind all these clouds, but that appears to be a red moon rising. It's a dangerous day for the kingdom. they come. Yeah, there's a few of them this time. Our siege engine works pretty well. It kills multiple of them at once. Its main issue is accuracy. It seems that's all they have for us today. This is the first world, and so it is pretty easy. It's expecting you to go in having no idea how the game works. Because there's no tutorials or anything. You just jumped into it. There's that one ghost that shows you around a bit, and then you're there. You're in the game. So it's quite easy on you to start with because, of course, you don't know what you're doing. So for now, we're safe. Looks like we're close to a harvest, and we'll make plenty of money when that happens. And it is the 6th day. Go. Let's go see if we can get a couple more recruits. Because more people is what we need right now. There we go. We could venture further afield. There is that camp further out, but that's going to take a lot of our time. Let's get another farmer, though. It seems no one's taken these sides yet. Yeah, I think this guy might be a banker or something. I'm not quite sure how it works. I'll give him a coin and see what he does with it. If he comes back with 2, then I'll give him plenty more. I'm not quite sure how it works. There we go, 2 new farmers, and they'll go straight out to the farmhouse and get on with work there. And let's see. Now, the harvests aren't in yet, but it can't be long now. We've got another farmer starting up his new plot. And it's a lovely, sunny, calm day for the kingdom. Everything is safe, everyone is happy. The monsters are kept at bay so far. And we are prospering. But it cannot last. Oh, and there we go. When a crop is finished, a bunch of money is generated. And the farmers usually pick it up, so then you can just check in with them later, see if they've got it. It should be long before this is done, because this guy started only just a little bit after. So I'll hang around until it's done. And here come a couple more to make their own plots. These can get quite expensive. You can get a lot of farms out of just one house. I'm not really sure exactly how it works. But again, that's the case for a lot of the game. It doesn't tell you what it's doing, so you've just got to work it out and see what happens. See, like, watch how the peasants behave and work out what gives you money. Work out how the monsters work. And what's an effective defensive strategy against them. And there we go. Of course, I'm sure there's a wiki and all that. So you can check that way if you're just stuck. And I wouldn't blame you for being stuck at times, because it doesn't give you much to go off of. Right, knowing that this is the one direction we have to worry about, I'm going to build a watchtower here. Let's put a fair bit of money into it to make sure it stays standing. There we go, we've got one guy manning it, but then immediately he has to hop back down again because we're building it up some more. If you build these high enough, then they can be manned by 2 and I think maybe even 3 people. There we go, this guy can hop up in his tower. And they shouldn't bother him. They should just run straight beneath him and go for the wall. I'm not sure what makes them attack towers, if they even do that at all. But I feel like there must be a way for the towers to fail. I know there are ways for those archers to be killed. I would like it if there was another archer around here. It seems like every archer I hire is just going to the east wall, which seems like it's not got any defending to do, so that's not great. But with the catapult here as well, that should be enough to be working with. So we've got 4 builders manning this, which is more than enough. I think only like 2 can man that thing at once. So we're doing alright there. Is an attack going to take place? We're running out of night time. Or have the monsters decided to stay away for the night? Perhaps they've attacked the east. If they have, we should be fine. We have our defenses there. Alright. With the end of the night and being likely that no monsters are coming today, I'm going to wander out this way and visit the further away camp. Because peasants only come back so quickly at each of the camps, so sometimes to make sure you're actually building up a decent supply of them, you want to go to the other ones and get a couple of people from those. Otherwise, the speed at which one camp generates peasants will be what limits your expansion. Again, I don't know why they think that's the best way of doing it, but sure. 2 new people should join us. They should be able to make it back before sunset, seeing as it's still morning. Now, let's go see if we've got any more money from our farming. The merchant should have at least visited, so we'll have that. And then there's the boat. It needs more than 10 coins. 10 coins is just the first step. You need many, many more to complete that. And I think I'm going to make this about a 40-minute episode, so let's see if we can do that in the time. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. I think it took me over an hour before. Any money for me, builders? Sometimes they have 1 coin for you, I'm not sure why. Could be from chopping down trees. Anything from the farmers? Doesn't seem so, but at some point they're all going to finish their farming at once, and we're going to have plenty of money from it. You got anything for me? No. What is he about? What does he do? Either way, I know what the merchant does, and he earns his money. There we go. Keep the sides well stocked. There we go. I can hire one of you, but I don't quite have the money for another. Does any of these guys have anything for me? Doesn't seem so. Okay, let's go hang around the farmers then. They're the ones who are going to make us money next. Doesn't look like there's anything quite yet. This one, though, seems to be ready to go. Let's hang around here. Night begins to fall once again. The monsters will surely visit from the west tonight. We didn't see them yesterday. They only leave us alone for so long. And there we go. Another harvest. Thank you very much. And let's go check the front line for the night. We got a bit of time, actually. Have you made anything? I saw you shooting a deer earlier. Did you manage it? Oh, this guy might have. Looks like he went on quite a journey. Seems like he doesn't have anything for me. He might be waiting till he's got back behind the walls. Nah, he's got nothing. Here we go, night falls. Keep a watchful eye. Ah, and here come our peasants. They've made it not quite before nightfall after all, but they should make it behind the walls before anything more sinister arrives. Yep, they'll be safe. If all else fails, you can drop coins to distract the monsters. Here they come. Oh, he's only just got behind the walls in time. There we go. We've got an archer shooting them from behind. We've got 2 behind the wall. Oh, we've got a catapult. Though they are making progress. They made a dent in the walls, but we fought them off ultimately. And one of our builders should come along to fix this shortly. Yeah, we can't upgrade this any more than we have, unfortunately. I would like to, but I haven't unlocked the structure, which allows me to do that. Only appears certain times. Anyone got more money? It looks like more harvests have happened, but maybe not. Alright, let's go back to behind our walls. I think there's no more upgrading I can do here. Oop, thank you very much. Off you go. Get some more peasants. We have the tools for them. Nice music in this game as well. Nothing to do over there, is there? Apart from upgrade the archers, but we're doing fine for archers right now. Okay, I wonder if it's time to work on the ship. No, we don't have quite enough money yet. Maybe after these have done a bit more farming. Let's get some more of these in place. Seems like a good idea to have them. Well, these guys aren't doing anything right now. They're not going to man farms, it seems. Maybe. Might just be taking a moment to decide what they're doing with their lives. And now this guy's on his way. Get another builder, maybe. We have plenty, but I had 3 coins, and that's how many it costs to get another hammer, so... Oh, we've had another harvest. Excellent. Anything from any of you? Not yet. How about out here? How goes the hunting? Seems like it doesn't. Let's chop this tree down. Whenever you order a tree chop down, it only costs 1 gold, then you get 1 gold back when it happens, so we should be fine. I think sometimes the guy might give me more coins as well, but it seems he's not done that. Have a wander out to the forest. Night's falling again. Or not? Oh, it's just me. It's just the forest. It just made it look like night's falling. It's still the middle of the day. We're fine. Okay, let's keep an eye on the farms. That's where all the money is. Oh, looks like we had another harvest over here. Thank you very much. Oh, and there's another one. There we go. These guys start to generate a lot of money for you once they get going. Now, did all of our farmers go and man farms, or are we at our limit of how many we can have? Seems like we're at our limit, because there's still 2 guys hanging around here not doing anything. Well, let's, like, hire more people anyway, and then we've got more archers or whatever we might need. So there's only 1 guy hanging around right now. So I think then, if that's all we can do... Oh, actually, is there any place for farming over here? There is, but we would have to lose the camp. So that's an awkward trade-off to make. There's another camp further out, but it's quite a ways further out, if I remember rightly. Or is there? Maybe I'm just imagining it. Oh no, there is one. Okay, it's not miles away. But it's not perfect either. Oh. Push the horse too hard again. It's pretty safe to expand in this direction because there's probably no monsters over here. It seems like there isn't. If it does happen, then we can put up a wall fairly easily. So it's probably worth a shot to lose the camp and gain a farm at this stage. Oh, trying to hunt the deer, and they're very, very bad at it. They didn't manage anything there. No money from those, of course. Oh, merchants here. Yes, please. Oh, he's not ready yet. He hasn't quite gathered the funds. We've got 3 farmers hanging around here. Interesting. Perhaps then we need to build a new farmhouse, because there was some water out there, I saw. I'm not quite sure. But that's some weird music. Interesting. Don't know what that's about. Oh, I should not run, because if I run, they can't give me any of the money they've earned. It seems like there isn't any. Okay. Let's wander out here. I'm going to start the work on the ship. There's another spot to farm there, so I could potentially expand the walls further this way, and that wouldn't lose me anything. Okay, here's our boat. The 10 coins upgrades it to this. Then, we spend 2 coins to put each individual piece in place to be built. There we go. Our builders are going to come out here and they're going to start assembling it, but we need a lot more coins to actually have the ship ready to sail. So let's go back to our farms and gather a bit more money. So we've got another one done here, or has he just set up a new farm? I guess he's just set up a new farm. So we're still getting further with that, I guess. Nothing from these guys right now. Got a couple of peasants without jobs wandering around, including a couple of farmers without jobs. Unfortunate. And we gotta wait for the merchant to get back, or whatever he is. I'm not really sure what he is. You give 1 coin, he comes back with like 6. I don't get it. I'm not gonna complain too much. I'm just gonna be confused. This guy gotta give me anything? No, he just prances around with his 1 coin that I've given him. I know that what I did a bit of testing, and when I gave him some coins, he would then later on give me back some coins, but it didn't seem like he gave me, like, more. I don't know whether he was building up a personal bank and then he just, like, applies interest to it and gives it you back or something. What I do know is that farmers generate you plenty of money, so I've just gone with that. perhaps we should expand. Because there's another spot here for a farm. And that would definitely work. We can chop down trees a bit more. No reason to have these here. In fact, yeah, just get rid of all of them and build our defensive line right here. There we go. Our builders are all already out here because they've been working on the ship, so... that's pretty good for us. Okay, now is it going to let me build here? Doesn't seem like it is. Interesting. I might need to build the farm first. Oh, it's letting me build walls here. I guess there's a limit to the distance that you can go. Yeah, I'm thinking I set up a new farm here, but we'll wait till the night is over. It would be a bad idea to send our builders out at night. We'll go check on the farmers, see if they've earned us any more. Well, looks like a lot of these have been harvested. What have you got for me? A couple coins from you, a few more coins from you. Looking pretty good. Oh, there we go. They're moving in. Our watchtower is doing good work. Some of them wear masks, which seems to make them stronger. Okay, quite a few of them today. Oh, they hit someone. There we go. The catapult is a lifesaver. If you don't have that, you can suffer very quickly. But when you do, it can save you when you're in a tight spot pretty easily. I don't know, amount of money we have. I might just go for building the ship. It is day 10. I'd say it's time for a push. Let's just do that. Let's just clear out the... let's just finish up the ship. Let's push for that. Because we definitely have plenty of money for it. Whether we have enough, though, I'm not quite sure. There we go. This is all nice and out in the open now. There we go. We've ordered more of it, but it's still not quite enough. We're close, though. Not long now. Let's see if we can get any more money out of our farmers right now. The merchant should be back. That's something. Nothing yet, but it looks like these two will be done soon. Good. Are you ready? You are. Fantastic. Off you go. And I'll take this straight back to the ship. Might be enough to get it done. Oh, we've got another harvest. You get anything? Nope. I've got everything from you. Any of you guys pick stuff up? Oh, that looks nearly ready to go. We're doing well. We've got a strong income now, so I think we're at the point where we can just leave rather than try and expand some more. Our builders are on their way back now. Sorry, guys. Not quite done with you yet. Oh, that's all we can do right now. I think it's still not quite enough. It really does take a lot to prepare this. And it makes you do every little bit. So we've done the hull, looks like. There's one more bit of the hull, and then there's also the railing, which takes a few more. So, back to the farms. Probably for the best, it's getting dark. Poor Archer's got nothing to hunt now. I've cleared out all the trees. There's no longer any wildlife in the area. Anything from you guys? Oh, yep, we've got another harvest done. Excellent. I reckon one more, and it might be enough. Two more, and it's definitely enough. So I'm going to keep an eye on this guy, because if anyone finishes their harvest, it's this guy! Perfect. Okay. Well, night's falling, so we'll leave it for now. We'll travel out in the morning, see if we can get the ship completed, and on its way. I'll keep an eye if any of these will be done, but nah, they won't be by morning. They're all finishing the work for the day and going back to the hut anyway. They're retreating behind the walls. Oh, and here come the builders, so I hope they've not... they're not too far away. Come on. Not a good time to stop. The moon is rising, and so does the enemy. We shall hold them off one last time. Okay, there's probably going to be more times, but this is going to be a key time. But while this attack is taking place, this is a good time to talk a little bit more about why I'm doing this video specifically today. as you might be aware by now, I'm a Chrono affiliate, partner, one of those things. Which means I have a special link, and if you follow that to the Chrono website and buy games on sale there, then I get a small cut of it. It's a good way to make me, to force me to actually cover games I've been meaning to cover forever on the days when they're going to be on sale. So today's sale is Kingdom New Lands. It's for 70-something% off. There's two different versions of it that are both 70-something%. And the game's not too expensive to begin with, to be fair. Pretty nice. There we go, day 11. Let's see if we can finish the ship off. And so yeah, the link's in the description and all that. And the sale only runs from 5 PM BST on one day to 5 PM BST the next day. They are 24-hour sales, and the website only ever sells one game at once. There we go, the ship is ready, or ready to be finished. Yeah, they only ever sell one game at once. And so today is Kingdom. And tomorrow is something else. It's a very fascinating way of doing it, and a good way of making me cover games on certain days by having them come out on those dates on sale. So here we go. I've been meaning to cover this for ages. I feel bad now that I hadn't already covered it and it's got to this point. Well, there you go. We made it in the end. And there we go. So there's our boat. It jumps into the sea, or the river, or whatever this body of water is. And what then happens is we have 3 builders can push it, and it can be manned by archers. There's 4 spots for archers on the boat, so it can actually defend itself if it ends up encountering enemies as it travels. But now what it will do is travel to the other end of the map, to that pier that we saw when I explored over there previously. But it's going to take like 2 days to get there, and I think this is time for me to wrap it up. So if I was to wait that whole time and travel on the boat, I would go to a new land, hence the name, where I would essentially start afresh in a certain way, but I would carry with me all the money that I had, as well as the 3 builders and the 4 archers that are currently accompanying the boat. And with those people, I would start a new life on a new land. And of course, the further out you go, the more dangerous the enemies will be, the more powerful they will be. You'll get stuff like portals that are on either side of your kingdom, so you're attacked from both sides consistently. And then, in order to knock down the weaker portals, you have to hire knights who will go on expeditions with your archers to take out the portals. And of course, those expeditions can succeed or fail depending on how well you supply the knight with archers, how many knights you send, so on and so forth. You can build up to stone structures. We didn't get the structure on this map that lets you build things out of stone, but everything has many more tiers of construction that you can take them to better defend against the monsters. And later in the game, you will need it. Here's our boat behind the lines now, so it's not going to help with the defense of the wall, unfortunately. Sounds like it's a particularly dangerous night. Could just be the music. Yeah, and there's tons and tons of features. There are different mounts you can get, and these mounts have different abilities. And there are a lot more roles that appear of random extra peasants and so on. Lots more structures you'll find in the woods that give you various different powers and so on, like making archers more powerful, making builders more powerful, and all that sort of thing. So the game really has quite a lot of depth to it when you get into the repeatability of it. Even the original game was fun in and of itself, just the idea of surviving as long as you can, but this new element of exploring, and I say new, the newer element of exploring and unlocking things is something I quite want to have fun with. And why, when I went for my practice run of this game, I meant to do half an hour and did it for 2 hours. So that's the sort of thing you can expect. Come on guys, you can do it. You can kill that last guy or he's going to take the wall down. They're not. There we go. They're not the most accurate, and so you've got to go for numbers. Because there's only one archer because everyone else is manning the ship as it makes its way to the pier. So that's my role now, to follow that ship, and when it reaches the other side of the map to hop on board and travel onto new places, explore new lands, and unlock more things and develop more abilities and unlock more structures for my kingdoms to survive. And above all, I must protect the crown. Also, this guy's just given me 3 coins for that 1 coin I gave him before, so it turns out he is a good investment. I guess he's a banker. I'm going to assume he's a banker. There we go. You must protect the crown at all costs. That is your ultimate purpose, no matter what happens. It's quite a cool game. And with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.